Hawaiian seabird. It's known as the Hawaiian Petrel, or its Hawaiian name, Ua'u. It's about 17 inches from head to tail and has a 3-foot long wingspan, which is really large for petrels. The bird from Maui was tracked at a 6,000-mile loop from its burrow at Haleakala all the way to the Aleutian Islands and back. So just imagine going to the grocery store for a jog and you had to go 6,000 miles round trip to feed your children. We know of 3 active colonies on the vast slopes of Mauna Loa with a few scattered nests elsewhere. In the 15 years I've worked with petrels, one of our colonies had between 20 to 26 active burrows. Last year it went down to 3 active burrows.
These petrels are special. They nest only here, and they come to land only to breed. So for the first about 6 years of their life, they're at sea completely. And then when they return to breed, they go to these very high elevation nest sites above tree line, above 8,000 feet, and they nest in these little holes in weathered lava flows.
The colonies on Mauna Loa is where the adults breed, and the female lays one single large egg in May, and then the parents take turns incubating the egg. And during incubation, the birds go into a hibernation-like state. They don't feed, they don't eat, and about after 54 to approximately 58 days, the egg hatches. Then the parents return to sea to feed, and they come back up to the burrow to regurgitate squid and fish to feed the chick. And that goes on for about 4 months. So just imagine how many grocery store trips that takes. And then in October, November, the chick comes out to stretch its wings and practice flapping. And then eventually the parents stop coming up to feed, and it kind of forces the chick to fledge and go to sea for the first time to feed.
What we can't see are the primary threat up there, which are feral cats and rats, 2 predators. Rats will take eggs and probably small chicks, and the cats will kill adults and chicks. And from our monitoring, we know that cats are the most serious threat up there. And we've seen them trap-lining nests. We know that they go from nest to nest and check out each one to see if there's a bird out. And we've seen on video that they will insert their body as far in as they can go in these small openings to the burrows, just trying to get as far in as they can. And then in other instances, we've seen them sit and wait outside the burrow, just hoping that an adult or a chick will emerge that they can grab. So those are the most serious threats, but there are some additional ones as well that are taking some toll, and these include artificial lights. Petrels come and go after dark, and so they're attracted to these lights, and they'll get disoriented. Sometimes they'll crash into buildings or other structures, and then they're just fair game for cars or dogs or cats. And also marine debris. We've seen small bits of nylon that must come from some type of fishing gear outside the nest, and so the birds are ingesting this, and then it's being regurgitated at some point, and that's why we see it outside the nest. And in one carcass we actually saw plastic in the digestive tract. One more threat I would characterize as important is maybe reduced food supplies as the human population grows and we take more and more from the ocean. With assistance from Hawaii Natural History Association, the park is able to conduct monitoring up Mauna Loa about 4 times a year, and that's about the minimum we think we need to be able to assess what's happening at nests up there. We're also able to conduct live trapping up there for feral cats, but this is very labor intensive and thus very expensive, and we rarely catch cats in the colonies.
The endangered Ua'u is the most elusive bird species I've ever worked with. We rarely ever get to see the actual birds. With what interactions that I have had, you get so excited when you're up at the colony and you go to the burrows and there's fresh poop or there's actual footprints, the neatest webbed footprints of the bird going in the burrow, or down from the bird when it goes in, and the down gets stuck on the rocks and it's blowing in the wind, and you're like, oh, there's a bird. Or even being in your tent at night and the birds coming in from sea, and they come in so fast and you just hear the whoosh of the wind through their wings. It's pretty amazing. And sometimes the calls at night of the birds you can hear throughout the colony. Yeah, they have a real distinctive smell. Mm-hmm. So when you actually get your head down and smell, it's like, oh, there's a petrel. In the 15 years that I've worked with them, I've only seen 3 live adults and 1 live chick. So yeah, not too much interaction.